The general response is that this is pretty good, right? These are good numbers. I'm seeing some people say they're terrible, they're horrible. The big thing that I really want to focus on here, as you can see in my title, I say Xbox fanboys will tell you that 600,000 sales is good, but 3.5 million sales is bad. That 3.5 million sales that I'm referring to is actually, if you recall, Final Fantasy 16 on PlayStation 5.
Now, MBG, are we comparing the most popular JRPG franchise of all time, Final Fantasy franchise, to Helldivers 2? Is that what we're doing here? Because I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy franchise has way bigger expectations than Helldivers 2.
Now, if we look back, Final Fantasy 16 was locked down as an exclusive for PlayStation. It launched in June of 2023 on PS5. It was a $70 game. And when it launched on PS5, there was a PS5 install base of 40 million units. Okay. And after 5 days, Square and Sony announced that it sold 3.5 million units in 5 days. Now, there are going to be people who come out and they tell you that 3.5 million is a failure and not successful. Square Enix told me. But if you recall, it took time. Okay. It took time in order to get that information.
What difference does it make that Square Enix came out later to say that Final Fantasy 16 didn't meet expectations? Hell, they said Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth did not meet their expectations. So what difference does it make that they came out later instead of immediately? Maybe they were patiently waiting to see if the game would pick up steam, but obviously the game didn't pick up steam. That's why they came out and said it did not meet expectations. What are we doing here?
At that time, there were a lot of people basically saying that that's not good, that that's a failure, that that's not successful. And the biggest thing that I want to highlight here is you are going to see people pretend. You're going to see people pretend. And this is where the gaslighting comes in. The same people, by the way, a lot of the same people.
So now you're mad at Xbox guys because all we did was just say what Square Enix said. Square Enix was the ones that went out there and said, yes, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth and Final Fantasy 16 did not meet expectations. They said that. So now you're mad at us because we're just saying what they said. Yes, we talk shit because Square Enix said the game did not meet their expectations. What do you want us to do? Do you want us to go out there and say Square Enix is lying like the PlayStation fanboy said? Square Enix is lying. The game did sell well. 40 million. Shut up, man. What do you want us to do? Right? Stop it.
You're going to see a lot of the same people who are out here screaming that Final Fantasy 16 selling 3.5 million on a 40 million install base at $70 is not good enough, but they will come out here and they will tell you dead serious with a straight face that 600K on an install base of 30 million is great.
See, now this is where I'm confused because you guys always praise PlayStation 5 console sales. You praise it, said, look, it's at 80 million. Hell, 2 years ago, it was at 40 million. Last year, it was at 60 million. You guys praise PlayStation console sales, and you also bash Xbox console sales, how much of a failure the console is. It's not selling well. Xbox should be ashamed of themselves. And then you guys want to talk about how Xbox games should be selling 1 million. 600,000 isn't enough. Wait a minute, bro. When us Xbox guys said, well, a game like Final Fantasy selling 3.5 in 5 days, we said it's a flop because Square Enix said it was a damn flop. When we talk about games like Astrobot selling 1.5 million in 2024, when PlayStation was at around 60 to 70 million consoles, do the math, do the percentage. So now you guys have 30 million. Now it was 30 million, and the game only sold 600,000 in 2 days. 2 days. Final Fantasy is a huge franchise. Huge franchise. The biggest JRPG franchise out there. And you're comparing it to a game like Helldivers 2, which is a pretty successful live service game from 2024. Come on, man.
Now, if you ask me, is 600,000 sales on Xbox good? That's about 2% of the player base. It seems okay. I don't think it's as bad as it could be. I'll be honest, I was expecting at least 1 million.
You were expecting at least 1 million? Wait a minute. I'm confused. You guys said Xbox guys don't buy games. Because of Xbox Game Pass, we don't buy games. Now you expected Helldivers 2 to sell 1 million in 2 days. That's what you expected, right? Because, I mean, the game has only been out for 5 days at the time I'm doing this video. That's what you expected. Y'all said y'all Xbox guys don't buy games, but now the expectations for Xbox guys to buy games is high. The game should have sold at least 1 million in 2 to 3 days. Wait a minute, man. I'm confused. I'm absolutely confused. Y'all bash the console sales, then y'all say we don't buy games, and Game Pass has brainwashed us not to buy games, but when Helldivers 2 released on Xbox, you expect the game to sell over 1 million in 3 days? Ha! Something's not adding up.
You know, you get Astrobot that sells, I think, about 3 million units at this point. After 3 months or 1 month or something, it sold like 1.5 million. What is it with people trashing that and saying that's not good? That's a failure. That's bad.
You're damn right that's it. You're damn right that's it, MBG. You PlayStation guys, you are the ones that started this game sales. You know why? Because your games were selling extremely well. Last generation, the PS4, they were killing it with games like God of War, Spider-Man, you know, some of their other games, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2. Xbox didn't even have many games the second half of last generation. So you guys bragged about console sales. You guys bragged about software sales. You guys bragged about that stuff. So now that even though your consoles are still selling, the game sales is still pretty low for the install base of the PlayStation 5. So now you guys are holding Xbox to these high expectations to sell 1 million copies of Helldivers 2 in 2 to 3 days. But at the same time, y'all constantly bash Xbox console sales. Come on, MBG. Astrobot. Game of the Year 2024. And as you see, the game sold 1.5 in 2 months. I mean, it is what it is. In 2024, if you're going by where the PlayStation sales were, it was around, what, 60, 70 million in late 2024. So that's not that great, even though it won Game of the Year, and that did boost up the sales slightly, and that's great. But this is you guys. You guys started this talk about sales of games. We didn't start this shit. You guys made the bed, so lie your punk asses in it.
Because, yes, I understand. Why are we comparing Final Fantasy to Helldivers? Because I need to know why, when we get data and numbers regarding Sony games, you see the same people coming out telling you it's a failure, it's bad, it didn't succeed. But then when we see something like this, those same people are out here telling you otherwise.
Well, at the end of the day, you guys can't have it both ways. You can't go out there praising PlayStation console sale, praising how they're absolutely dominating Xbox and Xbox is dying and Xbox is on the verge of collapse and Xbox Game Pass is destroying everything that Xbox has. Xbox guys don't buy games. You can't constantly say those things. And when a game like Helldivers 2, which is obviously a PlayStation first-party game, comes to Xbox and it sells an estimated, now this is not official, this is just speculation, but it sold 600,000 in 2 days. And you guys are going out there and saying, yo, but you guys said Final Fantasy 16 selling 3.5 million in 5 days was a flop, but Helldivers 2 selling 600,000 in 2 days is great. Yes, we're saying that. Why are we saying that? Because it's sold 600,000 in 2 days, apparently, or that's the rumor. We don't know official numbers yet. So why is it good for Xbox but bad for PlayStation? Ask yourselves that, because I mentioned it several times this video. You guys constantly praise PlayStation console sales and constantly bash Xbox console sales and constantly said that we don't buy games. So if 600,000 in 2 days is not buying games, what is it? Were you guys expecting it to sell 2 million in 2 days? MBG himself said he expected at least 1 million. But he also said, I expect it to sell a million probably next week. So is that good if it sold 1 million in 1 week? Or is it bad because it didn't sell 3.5 million in 5 days? Make up your mind. I'm confused. I'm confused. When a game like Astrobot sells 1.5 million in 2 months on the PlayStation 5, the best-selling console in the world, yes, we're talking shit. We're talking shit. See, this is coming from a guy that claimed he doesn't console war, but what you're doing is crying and console warring. You claim you're calling out hypocrisy, but you're really not. You guys should look in the mirror and think about the narratives that you guys made up. We didn't make up these narratives, you did. You guys made up the narratives. So all us Xbox guys doing is talking shit. And look, I gotta go. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you're subscribed, please hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.